In this video, I'm going to teach you how to cancel Google Workspace domain alias. If you find this video useful, be sure to like and subscribe, and let's get right into it.
First, you'll want to navigate to Google Workspace. It's the secure online hub for productivity and collaboration. Simply open your web browser and go to the Google Workspace official website. Once you arrive, look for the link to access your admin console. The admin console is where you're able to control various settings for all sorts of services under Google Workspace, including your domains. Once you're in the admin console, your next step is to move to the Google Workspace dashboard. This is your main control panel where you can see and manage your services, users, and most importantly, your domain settings. On the dashboard, you'll find multiple options like user management, billing, and domains. Next, you'll need to click on the account section. This part of the interface holds all the data associated with your account, like settings and preferences, which are crucial for managing your domain. Within this area, find the link to the domains option. Clicking here will take you to the section where you manage domain settings, an area that will let you add, remove, or modify domains as needed. Now look for Manage Domains and make sure to select this option. Here is where you can see a list of all domains linked with your Google Workspace account. Navigate through this list to identify the domain alias that you wish to cancel. It's a good practice to double check the domain details to ensure you're deactivating the correct one. Once you've confirmed the domain alias you wish to cancel, your last step is to click on the deactivate button. This action will effectively cancel the domain alias, removing it from your Google Workspace account. Remember, deactivation is immediate, so make sure this is the action you want to take. And there you have it. You have successfully cancelled a domain alias within Google Workspace. It's always a good idea to review your settings after you've completed these steps to ensure everything is as expected. Should you face any challenges or need further customization, Google provides comprehensive support documentation that can guide you through more complex scenarios. Thank you for joining me today in this tutorial. I hope you found this guide helpful. Be sure to stay tuned for more tutorials like this one, where we explore a range of digital productivity tips and tricks. Have a great day, and see you next time.